Okay, welcome to the next installment of Blender. So today we are making a martini glass, something a little bit different from our usual lighting tutorials. So what I'm going to do to begin with is go ahead and delete my default cube right here. Just one second, got a little bit of a blub blub blum. So let's go with delete on the default cube. I was clicked onto another window, so my computer was kind of protesting at me. Right, so back to Blender. Let's go with the deleted default cube, that's where we were at, and we're going to change the render to cycles. So what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and add in a circle, because we can work with these better. Okay, so let's go with S for scale, bring this up just ever so slightly. You can go ahead and scroll forward if you'd like to make that a little bit bigger. And we're going to go with edit mode. So let's go ahead and split the atom so you guys can see what I'm doing on the side view. And if you would like the side view, just press 1. Alternatively, if you don't have the number pad on the side of the keyboard, you can go ahead and go to view, align view, it should be viewpoints, and then you've got top, bottom, front, back, left, right, etc. So this is going to be the base of our hourglass, and we need a little bit of a bevel at the bottom, and then what we're going to do is we're going to build upwards from there. Let's build upwards first, and then we'll make the little bevel at the bottom. I think that will work a lot better in our favour. So let's go E for extrude and bring this out. Use the axes with the center scroll right here, and we're going to use the Z. So let's go S for scale. Just make that little bevel around the outside. We'll go E for extrude. And you want to make this pretty thick along the bottom. I'm just going to go S for scale again. Bring this up. E for extrude. And then we're going to go E for extrude again and S for scale just to bring this in. So you've got that nice little curve. And then E for extrude again. We'll go ahead and S for scale. Bring this in. Now you're going to want a nice little curve coming upwards, a nice little gentle curve. So we're going to go E for extrude, bring this up again, and then you want to go ahead and press S for scale, bring this down, and then we're going to go E for extrude again, S for scale, and we'll start making the little flute part of our glass. So what we're going to do is make this pretty thick. You don't want this as thin as a wine glass, but you want this nice and thick. So we're going to go E for extrude, bring this up. You can go as tall as you'd like. This is your glass. Let's go for G. You can bring that up just a little bit more. So just go ahead and rotate the camera around on the second screen right here so you can get your orientation correct and you can see how your glass will look in a 3D plane rather than a 2D plane. So let's go ahead and make the top of the glass right here. We're going to go E for extrude. Go ahead, I would say, and bring this up quite considerably, and then we're going to splay this outwards. So let's go S for scale. Don't allow it to do this. You don't want that. This twist shouldn't happen. You should just go the opposite direction. So you want to go something like this. So I think that's a little bit too tall for a glass. Maybe just a little bit. So you're going to want this just overhanging the base right here. I'm just going to press G and just bring this down a little bit. And we're going to make a bevel for the outside right here. Now you can go with F for fill if you'd like at this point. So we can press F for fill. We can go E for extrude, bring this up. You're going to want to make this flat just at the side right here. I'll just zoom in for you guys. S for scale, bring this out just slightly. E for extrude. E for extrude again, and you're just going to come in to the middle right here. Now at this point you're going to want to use X-ray mode, so it's just at the top right here. Toggle X-ray, so you can see on the inside. So let's go E for extrude, click, leave it where it is, so this is going to be the top of the glass. We're going to go S for scale, bring this in. And then we're going to go E for extrude and we'll bring this down. So let's go E for extrude, bring this down. This will be the inside of the glass. Now you'll notice this comes on the outside just here. So what you're going to do is S for scale, bring this in. Now martini glasses generally have a very, very thin kind of glass on the outside, and then they have a very thick bottom to the bowl. So let's go with G, bring this up. We'll go S for scale, bring this outwards. And then we're going to go E for extrude, bring this down. And all you want to do is just round this off inside. Just as such. So you should have something like this. So once you've done this right here, what we can do is go to object mode, right click shade smooth. We can go ahead and place on our glass. Now, let's see, we can go to material. Let's go new. Switch out your principal BSDF under surface for glass BSDF and turn the roughness down. Now what I'm going to do, let's add a plane underneath so you guys can see the glass working. And if we go to the render point at the top right here, you'll see that we have this nice little glass going on. Now there are a little bit of, I would say, lines kind of coming down this. It's not quite smooth. If that occurs, so you've got all these lines and stuff, you can, let's go to edit mode. Go and select everything with A. You can subdivide. Kind of pulls stuff in. I mean, you can try that. It kind of defines those lines a little bit. If you just backtrack out of this and you unsubdivide, you've also got the option of add modifier and smooth. So if we just type in smooth here, you can also do that as well. Totally up to you. You can kind of make it look funky, actually. Kind of funky glass. That's actually an interesting shape. So, yeah, I would do that in moderation. Just kind of like a nice smoothing up, not too much. So, we have our little martini glass right here. I'm going to go ahead and just move this lighting and make it a little bit brighter. To be honest with you, I don't like the default lighting on this. I think it's too much. Let's get rid of the default lighting and I'll show you how I do my lighting. So let's go with a plane. You want to press G, bring this up. S for scale, bring it across. So you've got something like this. Let's go to add modifier. Oh, sorry, not modifier. Let's go to materials, new. You want to go ahead and name this as emission. Let's switch out that principal BSDF under surface to emission. And so now the lighting looks something like this, and I just feel that it gives pieces like this a little bit more character rather than just one light in the corner. So I'm going to press G and just bring this back, and I'm going to rotate it just slightly so we get a little bit more of that light in there. Now you can go ahead and strengthen the emission if you'd like, so you've got something like this. It also gives a broader range of lights rather than just one piece of light just hitting it from one side. You can go ahead and shift D this, and you can bring up more lights, get rid of some of that shadow in the background. Let's see, we can press G, bring this forward if you wanted to. So you've got two lights on either side. And if you really wanted to, you could change the emission. You could put blue on there, pink. Make it kind of like a nice blue shade. Totally up to you. What I would do as well for a martini glass like this, maybe go to the world settings and just make the background darker. Just a little bit. So what I'm going to do with this glass as well, I'm going to mess around with the materials tab real quick, the IOR. So just go ahead and just bring that down just ever so slightly so you've got that nice little glass look to it. So this is the IOR that we're messing with currently. So if you wanted something within this, I guess you guys would. Let's go ahead and we could add. You could go ahead and add stuff to this. First and foremost, what I'm going to do is do the bottom because we haven't done that. We need to do that bit. So let's go to edit mode. We're already on X-ray on this side, so all you need to do is grab the points at the bottom of the glass right here. We're going to go F for fill. And all we're going to do is do a little bevel on the inside. So let's go E for extrude. Leave it where it is. S for scale, so you've got your base. E for extrude again. Leave it where it is. S for scale. And we're just going to press G and bring this up on the inside. So now when we go to the render tab, we have this kind of nice looking glass. I don't like the lighting at the moment. I will amend. So, let's take one of these. I'm going to go ahead and make a new material with this. So this is emission 2. So we're going to put this as, you know, I'm going to keep it as that. Just 001 for the moment. Let's go ahead and Shift D this. Move this around. For rotate, kind of get that nice little 360 lighting going on. And I'm going to change this to a white rather than a purple. So we've got that nice little backing light going on, and we've got a forward light just there. So now, depending on your angle, if we just bring the floor up, you've got this. So, yeah, we wanted to add something onto the inside of the glass as well. Very easy to do. So let's go with add. You can use a cylinder for this, it's fine. Just press G to bring this up. All you want to do is follow the contours of glass on the inside. So S for scale, bring this down. G, bring this in. S for scale. G, bring it down. And what we're going to do, let's go to edit mode. Take the top face right here. S for scale. Bring this across. E for extrude, bring this up. S for scale, bring this across. And you just want to go ahead and just fill the martini glass up to a point where you are happy. So let's go there. We go back there. Right click, shade smooth. Now we should have nice little martini glass with the drink inside. Go to your materials tab and just go ahead and choose maybe like an orange or something. Red, you could green if you wanted to. Pull that alpha down on the surface so it's slightly translucent. And that would be our martini glass. Now what I'm going to do really quickly is take these 3 lighting blocks that we've just made. I'm going to go ahead and just Shift D them. Place some at the bottom and then Shift D and place some at the top, and maybe just rotate these ones so that we've got a variation of lighting coming in. So obviously when you're framing this, you're going to want to kind of blur the background a little bit, I guess. So if we go for view, align camera to view, active camera, we can go ahead, press G, bring this back. I'm just going to go ahead and position this I think we'll go that side. Alright, so you'll notice as well at the back here, you can't really see the background. So what I would suggest with this is go to camera settings right here. You want to go to lens, and right at the bottom, just above camera, there should be clip start and end. You want to go ahead and just lengthen that end. Secondly, you're going to want depth of field. Go ahead and take the dropper and select the glass. Go to the f-stop and turn it down to the lowest setting. So when you've got your f-stop like this, you'll notice things blur in the background and then things are in focus. So the lower the f-stop, the more things blur in the background, kind of thing. So once you've got something like that, I'm just going to go ahead and just amend these lights and just move them out of the way so they're out of frame. And then I'm going to take this, the plane at the back. We'll add a material to this and we'll make this a little bit of a deeper material, maybe slightly metallic. Take that roughness down. Just go ahead and pan this camera back just ever so slightly and maybe rotate. So R for rotate, and then just press center scroll to move it. Come on, it's a little fiddly. Right, there we go. I think that's best. So should have something like that. I mean, you guys can amend the lighting as much as you want. I'm going to go ahead and just lower the plane underneath, or the floor. Maybe we could Just amend that just slightly. I feel that this glass is floating, so maybe that would be correct. Yeah, you can go ahead and make patterns on the floor actually. If you go to shading tab, you can go ahead and add texture, and I like using Veroni. Veroni's really nice. Where's Veroni? Veroni texture. You could go into roughness, or you could go into metallic if you wanted to keep that nice little shine. Scale it up, and you can go ahead and amend the roughness, the detail, stuff like that. So when you come back to the layout, you've got this nice funky pattern going on in the background, and your martini glass is right here. So you've also got this kind of this lighting right here. I think it's too much. I'm going to go ahead and just amend that and move that. Let's go with G. Let's move that to the side right there. So you've got this nice little lighting and it's bouncing back. Also, if you guys are able to do it, I believe, oh yeah, here we go. So it's in shading. So if you go to object, which is this orange box at the side, go to shading. If you click on caustics, so you've got cast caustics and receive caustics, you'll get a more kind of a realistic kind of shading going on. So I'm just going to go ahead and check the cast caustics for the floor and for the glass and for the liquid on the inside. So I think that'll do for this tutorial. Yeah, it's taken a little while to load in, so just give your computer a little bit of time. It's just doing calculations and stuff. Lighting is always the last thing to kind of come in, I've noticed with Blender. Yeah, so go ahead to your render tab right here, up at the top, and just render image, or press F12. Yeah, have fun with it, and I will see you in the next tutorial. See you later.